Hi, my name is Mike Fejes, and I'm the coach of the Hudson Middle School Power of the Pen team. I'm also a regional tournament host school coordinator. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the 2021 Power of the Pen State Tournament Awards ceremony. Looking back, it's been a remarkably challenging year for our entire planet. No one has seen anything like this in 100 years. And yet, through it all, creative writing and our Power of the Pen program in particular have survived and even thrived. Even with all of the challenges facing our coaches, judges, students, parents, and volunteers, we decided that our stories needed to be told. Indeed, it was our stories that were often our refuge, our sanctuary, as we traveled the uncertain, unsettling COVID-19 landscape. We laughed together, cried together, scared one another, and cheered each other on at every tournament along the way. While we are here today to honor the state's top writers, we're also here to say thank you and congratulations to every person who is involved with Power of the Pen. We banded together, weathered the storm, and we are now coming out of the crisis better and stronger than ever. Thank you all for a remarkable tournament season. We would also like to thank Otterbein University for not only serving as our virtual host, but also for sponsoring the tournament. In addition, we thank St. Raphael Home and School for donating to the state tournament after their district tournament was canceled because of uncertainty at the beginning of the school year caused by the pandemic. We have many outstanding writers to honor this evening, so let's get started with a welcome from Otterbein University.
Good evening, Power of the Pen writers, coaches, and families. My name is Jeremy Lawrence, and I'm one of the creative writing faculty in the English department at Otterbein University. As a new host of the Power of the Pen State Tournament, we are pleased to carry on this incredible 30-year tradition. Every spring, Power of the Pen writers from all over Ohio gather for the final tournament of the season to celebrate the best in each other's writing. We wish that we could welcome you to our campus today, but we are excited to have the opportunity to support each of you in your journey as a writer. Speaking on behalf of the English department, we're especially thrilled to share this experience with you. We've seen firsthand the amazing work young writers are capable of, and it is our genuine pleasure to nurture that sort of energy in our classrooms. So please know that we are rooting for all of you. We'd be more than happy to welcome each of you to our community and student body, because if you're here, if you're invested in this opportunity, you have a talent and an understanding that not everyone does. As Power of the Pen participants, you know how important language and literature are to a functioning society. You know that the arts and the written word carry not only the power to entertain, but also the power to engage, to ask and respond to difficult questions, to challenge assumptions and illustrate new perspectives, and to create a little more empathy and compassion. By continuing to hone your talents as writers, you are also developing skills in analytical reading, creative thinking, and creative problem solving, all of which are essential in addressing the problems we face globally and in our own communities. So thank you for joining us this evening, and congratulations to each of you for qualifying for the state tournament. Making it this far is certainly no small feat. As we honor and recognize young writers from throughout the state this evening, we celebrate the dedication and commitment you bring to developing your craft.
Our first presenter is guest author Jack Gantos, who opened our state tournament with a keynote that reminded student writers, don't doubt yourself. Jack has written more than 60 books and achieved many honors, including the Newbery Medal and the Prince Award. Coaches and students, if you haven't read his book, Writing Radar, you're missing out. In that book, Jack shares his advice for journaling as he shows writers how to tease a full story from snippets of memories and ideas. Here's Jack to present the Promising Young Talent Award.
Hello, my name is Jack Gantos, and I write books. And I'm here today to announce the winner of the Power of the Pen writing contest, and that is Edward Lee, who wrote Faulty Tear Ducts. Now, I know that everybody has put a great deal of effort into their writing. I do too. And I know that so many of us really feel as though we're just a breath away from getting everything right. And I read so many good stories, and I just have to say that it was so difficult to choose. But when I look for a good story, of course, I'm looking for all those elements that that we want, and that is a story that has a beginning, middle, and end. A story that drifts into the emotional side as well as creates the physical side of the story. So that at the end of the story, when it's all over, you feel as though you know the character, you've felt something, and there has been some sort of issue that has been resolved. So I just want to say that all of us who wrote those stories, I didn't write one, but you did. So all of you who wrote those stories, I know that you put heart and soul into it, beginning, middle, and end into it. And so please, I just want to say thank you so much for putting all that effort into it. And I wish you the very best. Thank you so much. And Edward, keep at it. And everybody else, keep doing it. I do every day. Thank you.
Thanks, Jack, and congratulations to Edward. Next up is a new award this year, the Founders Award. Established by family members in memory of Frank and Lorraine Merrill, the Founders Award will be given annually to a deserving writer. Barb Shantz, Executive Director of Power of the Pen, will present the award.
I first became involved with Power of the Pen as a best of round judge. With 2 other judges, I reviewed the #1 stories to select the highest quality piece from each round. I was immediately hooked. A single prompt, such as the cage, generated stories about both literal and figurative cages that were as unique as the writers themselves. I wanted to be a part of this incredible organization that helped middle school students be the best writers they could be. Power of the Pen came about because of the vision of Lorraine B. Merrill. As a teacher in Nordonia, Lorraine observed the excitement of sports competitions and thought, why not create something like this for writing? Her dream became a reality with a small tournament in Nordonia. Following that tournament, Lorraine received a Krista McAuliffe Fellowship that granted her a year's sabbatical to expand Power of the Pen. Lorraine's husband, Frank, was instrumental in the program's expansion throughout Ohio. Lorraine provided the creative inspiration, raised funds, built a board of trustees, state committee, and network of volunteers and staff, implemented professional development, and communicated closely with coaches. She developed the holistic training and criteria used by writing coaches and judges. Frank was an early leader in computer programming, developing the elaborate scoring system that formed the foundation of the scoring method still used in tournaments today. Frank worked behind the scenes to support each of Lorraine's endeavors, as well as to manage registration, scoring, the website, and the business aspects of running a nonprofit organization. Frank and Lorraine poured more than 30 years of their lives into Power of the Pen. Tens of thousands of middle school students' lives have been changed thanks to their commitment and dedication. In Frank and Lorraine's memory, family members have established an endowment fund that will support the new Founders Award and the state tournament. It is our privilege to honor the memory of Frank and Lorraine in this way. The inaugural recipient of the Founders Award has a poet's heart. Lily Valerius, who wrote with the Wyoming Middle School team, has had 4 pieces published in the Book of Winners. Now a high school freshman, Lily says that she loves to arrange words to create an image in the reader's mind. Her writing often explores grief and loss. In her story, A Promise Lost, Lily writes about the death of a beloved pet. The specific images tug at the reader's heart. We can see the narrator and her dog dancing at Christmas or walking in the woods. By the end, the narrator realizes that no matter how much we might wish otherwise, some promises simply cannot be kept. The narrator could not protect her pet forever. Congratulations, Lily, on receiving the Founders Award in memory of Frank and Lorraine Merrill. We wish you all the best in your journey as a writer.
Thanks, Barb. We are grateful to Lorraine and Frank for the impact that this program has had on middle school students throughout Ohio. Sage Boggs, who is presenting the Humor Award, is one of those students. As a television writer, Sage faces tight deadlines every day, and Power of the Pen's 40-minute rounds helped him learn how to quickly organize and write his ideas in a way that entertains audiences. Here's Sage.
Hi everybody, my name is Sage Boggs and I'm going to present this year's Humor Award for Power of the Pen. Before I get to the winner, I wanted to give you a little backstory about myself. I'm from South Vienna, Ohio, which is a little village smack dab between Dayton, Ohio and Columbus, Ohio. There's not much to do there, but if you ever want to see two water towers that both say South Vienna, boy, do I got a place for you. Near the end of college, I moved to New York to pursue a career in comedy. And I ended up interning for Late Show with David Letterman and then Late Night with Jimmy Fallon. And for the past 5 years or so, I've been a writer and supervising writer for The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. Sponsored. And I have to say, the only reason I started taking writing seriously was because of Power of the Pen. I was on my middle school's team from 2003 to 2005. In 2003, the world was a little different. The number one song was this. Go shorty, it's your birthday. The 5th Harry Potter book just came out, and one of the biggest movies was Finding Nemo, which, spoiler alert, they find Nemo. Anyway, long story short, I now have the privilege to present this year's Humor Award. I just want to say all the stories I read were fantastic. Everything you guys write is way better than anything I wrote in middle school. I can say that totally honestly. But without further ado, this year's winner, drum roll please, Shalise Bazju from Laurel School in Shaker Heights, Ohio. Go, 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 go. Shalise's story was called The Dark Side of the Playground, and it revolves around a second grader who has to travel to the other side of the playground where, seedy things happen, where clandestine operations take place. Being able to take something so innocent like a playground and heighten it in this way and make it feel so intense and so self-serious was very funny to me. I think my favorite line in the whole story is when our hero has made the journey through the playground to the other side and is asking Kenny Foster for a piece of candy. And the line that they say is, "I want the candy, Kenny." Which I just thought was so funny, so dramatic for such a not serious kind of situation. So Shalise, great job. Great specifics, great dialogue, and a very rewarding beginning, middle, and end. Congratulations. And congratulations to everybody. You all did such a fantastic job. You're all so talented. Keep writing, keep reading, and keep laughing. That's, I think, the most important thing. So congrats. Go, 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 go.
Thanks for joining us today, Sage. Another Power of the Pen alum is with us today, and this one is very special to me. Our next presenter, Angie Pang, is a former Hudson Middle School Power of the Pen writer. She works in artificial intelligence with Google and is also a professionally published writer. Angie's presenting the Powerful Pen Award, an honor she herself won in 2007.
Thanks, Coach Fejes. Hi, I'm Angie, and I'm a proud Power of the Pen alum. I had never heard of Power of the Pen before my 7th grade language arts teacher signed me up for a middle school's tryouts without telling me. I looked at the list of people and remember thinking, wow, there's over 60. They're only taking 6. What the heck, probably won't make it. And then I sat down, decided to give this writing thing a try, looked at the prompt, and started writing. I ended up making the team, and I'm so grateful that I did. And I'm so grateful for the 2 years I spent practicing and competing with other writers that really inspired me and secretly also made me mad because they were so good. The whole Power of the Pen experience taught me that writing is a discipline, and it requires practice and feedback just like anything else. Today, I work in the technology industry, and I'm focused on developing responsible artificial intelligence. Sometimes it feels like the science fiction I used to read growing up. My experience with Power of the Pen allowed me to develop these two passions simultaneously, writing and technology, in a way that almost feels full circle. I recently had a short story published in a science fiction magazine. This magazine was also the original publisher of the well-known science fiction piece Flowers for Algernon, a weeper of a story that I first read after a Power of the Pen practice in Coach Fejes' room at his recommendation. I can't say enough about the positive impact of Power of the Pen on my life. It nurtured a love of reading and writing in me in a way that allowed me to want to improve in practice, to create new pieces constantly, even when it wasn't required. On that note, even during the pandemic last year, Power of the Pen students created more than 10,000 complete pieces of writing during district and regional tournaments. That's 10,000 new stories, reflections, and writing from the heart that hadn't existed before. Every one of these pieces was evaluated by a judge, and every student received one-on-one feedback. The highest quality writing from each round at each grade level and every tournament received a Best of Round or Director's Choice Award. These top pieces were then reviewed again, and fewer than 100 were selected for publication in the Book of Winners. The Powerful Pen Award winner is selected from among writers who have had at least 4 pieces published in the Book of Winners over a 2-year time span. This year's Powerful Pen Award winner shows a gift for description and a flair for different perspectives. Her winning pieces describe a narrator's feelings of joy on a crisp autumn day, giving way to dismay as the snow begins to fall, the drama of a mosquito bite gone out of control, and the shock felt by a flock of geese whose habitat had been destroyed. In her winning story, The Gift, a child's life is changed by a violinist who visits her classroom. Congratulations to the 2021 Powerful Pen Award winner, Laurel Buescher. Now a freshman at Cleveland Heights High School, she participates in soccer and track. She is also a violinist herself. Laurel says that one of the reasons she writes is to explore scenarios that might not be feasible in our own world. Congratulations, Laurel, on this wonderful accomplishment. Cheers.
Thanks, Angie. And now for the Poetry Award. We received 70 entries in this year's poetry contest, giving poet George Bilguer quite a challenge in selecting a winner. George's 7th collection of poetry is Blood Pages, published in 2018. He has received the Midland Authors Prize, the May Swenson Poetry Award, a Pushcart Prize, a Witter-Bynner Fellowship through the Library of Congress, a Fulbright Fellowship, and an NEA grant. He teaches at John Carroll University in Cleveland, Ohio, where he lives with his wife and 2 little boys.
Hi, I'm George Bilguer, and I'm this year's judge of the Power of the Pen Poetry Contest. And I've done this many times, and it's funny, it's always the same thing. I receive so many terrific poems, and I go through them, and I go through them, and I go through them, and I winnow them down to just a final few poems. Same thing happened this year. I want to congratulate everyone who participated in the contest this year because you really produced some lovely and memorable poems. But it came down to the last 2, and our honorable mention is a poem called Cheers by Nina Van Zandvega from Solon Middle School, where she's an 8th grader. And what attracted me to this poem, it's kind of a list poem, and it beautifully inventories the various natural joys and wonders of the world. And when I finished reading this poem and walked outside, the world looked brighter, more sparkling, more magical to me, because this poem does such a wonderful job of reminding us of what a marvelous planet we live on. So congratulations for your poem, Cheers, Nina. The winner, this year's winner, is by Anna Khan. Anna is an 8th grader at Beechwood Middle School. And Anna's poem, it's about her baby brother. It's called My Brother's Eyes. And what drew me to this poem as the winner was its lyric delicacy, the gracefulness with which she handles rhyme, its compelling music, and I love the marvelous little journey that this poem takes us on. I'm going to read it to you. My Brother's Eyes. What color are your eyes, Sonny? Looking into them, I can't tell. Yet on your first minute earthside, into them I fell. What color are your eyes, Sonny? Are they deep and brown like us? Mom says to leave you alone, not to make such a fuss. But oh, I need to know, Sonny, what color are your eyes? You smile at me for the first time ever. I feel my heart rise. Your eyes might be bright and blue, a mutation, unique and new. None of our eyes are blue, but we need a change. It could be you. Or your eyes could be green, light, dark, or in between. Whatever the color, I'll love you the same, like I always have, ever since you came. Your eyes are hazel, Sonny. With fascination, I watch you, watching the world through hazel-colored windows, brown and green and blue swirled. Into your eyes, Sonny, I look for the 100th time and find myself falling into you, sweet brother of mine. Congratulations, Anna. Congratulations, Nina.
Thank you so much, George. At this time, our host school, Otterbein University, is awarding scholarships to writers selected for their outstanding work over their time with Power of the Pen.
Good evening. My name is Margaret Kohler, and I'm the chair of the English department at Otterbein University. This evening, we are pleased and honored to award 5 $2,500 four-year renewable scholarships to Otterbein University. We are offering these scholarships because we know that the skill of clear, compelling, and imaginative writing is a launching point for every field of study and every professional pursuit. At Otterbein, we value writing deeply and broadly. These 5 students could use this scholarship to come to Otterbein and immerse themselves in creative writing, an English BA with a creative writing concentration, or a more intensive and specialized BFA in creative writing. Or they could use it for any other major or field of study at Otterbein, where they'd find writing-intensive courses required and writing skills prized across disciplines: biochemistry and molecular biology, business, theater, engineering, zoo science, philosophy, and many more. Before I became chair of the English department, I directed Otterbein's writing intensive program, and I know that every single one of our majors values the power of strong writing skills. These 5 scholarship recipients were selected by a Power of the Pen committee, which evaluated students' writing throughout their involvement with Power of the Pen. Scholarship winners have demonstrated exceptional writing skills as well as a powerful ability to connect with readers. Each of these students has had multiple pieces selected for publication in the Book of Winners. We congratulate the following recipients of scholarships to Otterbein University: Sydney Borhe of St. Sebastian School in Akron, Laurel Buscher of Monticello Middle School and Roxborough Middle School in Cleveland Heights, Katie Callahan of Wyoming Middle School in Wyoming, Ian Hawthorne of Mount Vernon Middle School in Mount Vernon, and Edward Lee of Mason Middle School in Mason. Congratulations to these outstanding young writers. We look forward to seeing you continue to develop as writers and make plans for the future.
Now I'd like to introduce another Power of the Pen alum who will introduce the Platinum Pen Awards. Before this year, Platinum Pen Awards were known as the Best of the Best Awards. Zola Hoffmeister, now a high school student, won Best of Best Awards as a Power of the Pen writer. She also won the poetry contest. Here's Zola.
Hi, I'm Zola Hoffmeister, class of 2023 at Wyoming High School. I was the 2019 second place winner for the Power of the Pen State Championships, and I'm here to talk about Power of the Pen. I think that Power of the Pen is one of the best programs of its kind, and really one of the only programs of its kind. I think it gives students all over Ohio just a really good chance to hone their skills in writing, and if they wouldn't normally write, this just gives them a good opportunity to write. I think personally that writing is one of the most understated skills, and especially being able to write well is very important. I think Power of the Pen gives you a safe environment that is somewhat competitive. It gives you teachers who are able to help you to hone your skills, and most of all, it gives you peers to help you just compete and work with each other. I think that Power of the Pen is just a fantastic program, and I'm so glad that I joined. From its beginning, Power of the Pen has provided a platform for students to tell their own unique stories, helping readers to see issues from new perspectives, or to understand that they are not alone. After each series of tournaments, a committee reviews every piece of writing from throughout Ohio that was honored with the Best of Round award. The highest quality writing from among these works is selected for one of Power of the Pen's highest honors, the Platinum Pen Award. Before this year, the Platinum Pen Award was known as the best of the best. Whether describing a suspenseful soccer game or family trauma, students honored with the Platinum Pen Award have all demonstrated the ability to draw readers into the worlds that they have created. Their writing will serve as a model of excellence for future Power of the Pen participants. These young authors will be eligible for publication in the Book of Winners, and they will receive a certificate and instructions for submitting their photos. Congratulations to the following winners of the Platinum Pen Award. We are so proud of you.
Now, here are those regional Platinum Pen winners. From St. Sebastian Parish School, Susanna Borges won for her story titled It's Not True. From Shaker Heights Middle School, Isabel Siegel won for 3 of her stories titled The Carnival, The Soccer Game, and What I Didn't Notice. From Chagrin Falls Middle School, Marie Kane won for her story titled The Goat. From Gahanna Middle School East, Madeline Ohl won for her story titled Not Again. From Dempsey Middle School, Shivani Tanetti won for a story titled Another Quiet Summer Day. From Solon Middle School, Mandy Liu won for a story titled Cherries. From R.B. Chamberlain Middle School, Ria Balani won for her story titled Sliver of Rainbow. From Wadsworth Middle School, Jacqueline Mannion won for a story titled Excellent. From Holy Family Catholic School, Alba Mastra Mateo won for her story titled A Book with an Unimaginable Adventure. From Brunswick Middle School, Maggie Romano won for her story titled Surprise. From Tippecanoe Middle School, Lauren Huber won for her story titled Harmony. From Shaker Heights Middle School, Zoe Stiefel won for her story titled Red Rocks and Pirate Treasure. From John Sells Middle School, Sanjana Rajesh won for a story titled My Bathroom. And from Willard Grizzle Middle School, Olivia Liu won for her story titled It's a Lovely Day and You Are a Terrible Virus. Press X to begin. And just on a side note, I absolutely love that title, and it's so inviting. You see that title and you have to read it. So I'm all about the great titles, and that's a beautiful one. From Perrysburg Junior High School, Jocelyn Ward won for her story titled I Wasn't Chosen. And finally, from New Bremen Middle School, Emily Eyink won for her story titled Without Him. Congratulations, Regional Platinum Pen Award winners. Now it's time for our individual state awards. The online state tournament featured 3 40-minute rounds. In each round, students wrote a piece based on a prompt that was made available to them when they began the round. Student writing was emailed to judges who read and scored the stories with rank points from 1 to 6, with 1 being the best, as well as quality points from 75 to 100 points. At the state tournament, quality points are considered first, then rank points. This year, 229 7th graders and 237 8th graders from 169 schools competed in the tournament. The top 12 writers in each grade level are honored with awards. The writers in 4th through 12th place will receive a medallion. The 3rd place winner at each grade level will receive a bronze medal, the 2nd place winner a silver medal, and the 1st place winner receives a gold medal. In addition, the 1st place winner at each grade level will have one of their pieces from the state tournament eligible to be published in the Book of Winners. Here are the 7th grade winners. In 12th place, from Ottawa Hills, Nina Clark. In 11th place, from Solon Middle School, Finley Barron. In 10th place, from Menlo Park Academy, Anna Osterreich. In 9th place, from Hudson Middle School, Magnolia Dryden. In 8th place, from Van Buren Middle School, Bailey Bood. In 7th place, from Birchwood School, Arisha Newman. In 6th place, from Cornerstone Christian Academy, Eva Pierce. In 5th place, from Gahanna Middle School East, Evelyn Cahill. And in 4th place, from Oakwood Middle School, Presley Gerzabowski. And now we have come to the top 3 7th grade writers in the state of Ohio for the 2020-2021 season. And again, it's never lost on me. Top 3 in the state. Thousands of people writing. It's just amazing to have gone this whole season, and now we are down to the top 3. It's so impressive, and congratulations before I even say your names. In third place, and winning a bronze medal with 290 rank points and 291 quality points from Memorial Middle School, Aisha Faruqi. In second place, winning a silver medal with a perfect ranked point score of 300 due to placing first in all 3 rounds of writing and earning 292 quality points from Shaker Heights Middle School, Isabel Siegel. And in first place, winning the gold medal for 7th grade from Gahanna Middle School East, Madeline Ohl. The battle for first place was as close as it could possibly have been. Amazingly, Madeline had exactly the same rank points as Isabel Siegel at 300, and she also had an identical quality point score of 292. We had to use the third tie-breaking statistic to determine our winner, and that statistic was the top quality point score in an individual round. Because Madeline earned 100 quality points in her second round of writing, she took the top honor this year by the incredibly slender margin of only 2 quality points. Congratulations, Madeline and Isabel, for treating us to a championship photo finish that will live in Power of the Pen lore for years to come. And congratulations to all of these outstanding 7th grade writers. Now, it's on to our 8th grade winners. In 12th place, from R.B. Chamberlain Middle School, Ria Balani. In 11th place, from Shaker Heights Middle School, Ingrid Holda. In 10th place, from Holy Family Catholic School, Alba Mastra Mateo. In 9th place, from Perrysburg Junior High School, Margaret Cox. In 8th place, from the Summit Country Day School, Sophia Neri. In 7th place, from Mandel Jewish Day School, Caroline Auerbach Brown. In 6th place, from Oakwood Junior High, Diane Rosenberg. In 5th place, from Mason Middle School, Lucy Jean. In 4th place, from South Range Middle School, Mandy Allman. And that brings us to the top 3 8th grade writers in the state of Ohio for the 2020-2021 season. Please join me in congratulating them. In 3rd place, and winning a bronze medal with 285 rank points and 291 quality points from R.B. Chamberlain Middle School, Nora Kramer. In 2nd place, winning a silver medal with a perfect rank point score of 300 due to placing first in all 3 rounds of writing and earning 292 quality points from St. John the 23rd Catholic School, Claire Moore. And finally, in 1st place, our 8th grade gold medal winner who placed first in all 3 rounds of writing to earn a perfect rank score of 300 and who also earned a stunning 298 quality points with a 98 in the first round, a perfect 100 in the second round, and another perfect 100 in round 3 from Lebanon Junior High School, Vivian Repka. Congratulations to all of these amazing 8th grade writers. And now we move on to our State Best of Round Awards as well as our State Director's Choice Awards. The #1 stories from each round were reviewed by a committee to select the highest quality individual writing in each round to receive the Best of Round and Director's Choice Awards. Director's Choice Awards are given to writing that, while not selected for Best of Round, deserves special recognition. This year, the Best of Round and Director's Choice winners have also received Platinum Pen honors, which means that they are eligible for publication in the Book of Winners. We begin with the Best of Round Awards for 7th grade. For those of you who were not at the Lake Erie Regional, the name Isabel Siegel doesn't mean anything to you, but this writer from Shaker Heights Middle School stormed through our regional tournament like a force of nature, earning a Best of Round in each of her 3 rounds of writing. It was a stunning, remarkable achievement. Knowing all of that, it wasn't a huge surprise to see Isabel's name appear on this list. She won a State Best of Round for her first round story titled Stories of Color. What was a surprise was to see Isabel's name again, because she also won a Best of Round award for her second round story titled Perfect. I should say appropriately named Perfect. But the biggest surprise of all was learning that, just like at our Lake Erie Regional event, Isabel won a Best of Round award for her third round piece too, a story titled The Storm. Congratulations to Isabel, and to her coaches, Sarah Lambert and Erica Pfeiffer. That is just a stunning accomplishment. And I was looking back at the regional awards recently as I was kind of preparing this video, and I'm like, I can't believe she did that. And then she went ahead and did it again. The following 7th grade writers won Director's Choice Awards at this year's state tournament. From St. Sebastian School, Susie Thomas won an award for her first round piece titled Nothing More Than Embers. From John Sells Middle School, Lily Morocco won an award for her second round piece titled It's Impressionism. And from Mason Middle School, Sahana Shrikant won for a third round story titled Type 2. Congratulations, 7th grade Director's Choice winners. Now we move on to the Best of Round and Director's Choice Awards for 8th grade. From Mandel Jewish Day School, Caroline Auerbach Brown won an award for her first round piece titled False Hope. From South Range Middle School, Mandy Allman won an award for her second round piece titled Maureen's Flowers. And from Lebanon Junior High School, Vivian Repka won for her third round piece titled The Flight of a Pawnee. The following 8th grade writers won Director's Choice Awards at this year's state tournament. From R.B. Chamberlain Middle School, Nora Kramer won an award for her first round piece titled Run. From Timberstone Junior High School, Morgan Rigg won for her second round piece titled The Frostbitten Window. From Kimpton Middle School, Elise Miller won for her third round story titled Stage Flight. And our final 8th grade Director's Choice Award winner is from Shaker Heights Middle School. Ingrid Holda won for her third round story titled Watch Me Fly. Congratulations, 8th grade Best of Round and Director's Choice winners. And this brings us to our final awards today, the Team Awards. As is our custom, I have a few reminders before we announce the winning teams. Awards will be delivered as soon as we can make arrangements. Complete results for each school, along with student writing and ballots, will be emailed to the coach. Registration for the 2021-2022 season opens September 1st. We will be in person unless pandemic guidance changes. We look forward to seeing all of you next year, hopefully in person. And now for the Team Awards. At the state tournament, overall awards are given to schools for first, second, and third place. Each team will receive a plaque to display in their school. It's impossible to overstate what a tremendous accomplishment it is for schools to finish in the top 3 in the state. It requires perseverance, and commitment by the writers, their coaches, and their families. Above everything else, though, it requires passion. Championship teams are a collection of coaches and writers who work together, who push one another to be the best, and who don't know how to give anything less than their absolute best, whether it's a practice prompt after school or a prompt at a tournament. Now, let's find out which teams are the best of the best at the 2020-2021 Power of the Pen State Finals. We begin with an honorable mention to the 4th place team in the state. In 4th place, from Massillon, coached by Victoria Kerr, Jackson Memorial Middle School. In 3rd place, from Solon, coached by Valerie Perillo and Emily Masick, Solon Middle School. In 2nd place, with a total of 3,215 quality points, from Mason, coached by Rachel Young and Jillian Denman, Mason Middle School. And in 1st place, with a total quality point score of 3,246 points, a winning margin that was a razor-thin 31 points, from Tip City, coached by Britasha Thompson and Bridget Hughes, Tippecanoe Middle School. Congratulations to all of the teams that competed in this year's state finals, and a very special mega congratulations to our top 3 teams. Your skill and expertise in creative writing are an inspiration to us all. And that brings us to the end of this presentation. We thank you all once more for being a part of our Power of the Pen family. We wish all of you a safe, relaxing, and fun-filled summer, and we are already looking forward to the 2021-2022 season. See you in the fall.